a new sheet. Okay, so here we have a refraction question. So I'll just draw it up first. So we've got, yeah, that's a bad drawing from the get-go. So let's start over again. Okay. So we've got a prism, which we're just going to pretend that all these are straight lines. And it's a 30, 60, so that's 30 degrees, that's 60 degrees, and that's 90. Okay, so we have a laser coming in from the left, which then would go straight if there was no difference in refractive index, but it instead bends by 19.6 degrees. And it wants to know what is the prism's index of refraction. So we're assuming here that this is vacuum, which means that n is 1. So the index of refraction in vacuum is 1. Okay, so to do this now, this is really a Snell's law question. So n1 sine theta 1 is n2 sine theta 2. And first we need to identify what theta 1 and theta 2 is. So in this case, we need to draw a perpendicular to the surface where the refraction occurs, and then that will be theta 1, and that will be theta 2. Okay? So in this case, this is a similar triangle to the one that's set up. So theta 1 is just equal to 30 degrees. And so that means that although theta 2 is not 30 degrees, it does mean that that angle in there is 30 degrees. So that means that theta 2 is 30 plus 19.6, which is 49.6 degrees. And so taking n1 as 1, this means that we have 1 times sine 30 degrees is equal to n2 times the sine of 49.6 degrees, or n2 is equal to sine 30 over sine 49.6 degrees. What did I do there? Oh, oops. I know what I did wrong. Oops, so that was my mistake. So n1 isn't 1, n2 is 1. So n2 is where we're going into vacuum, so n2 is 1, so my mistake. So n2 is 1, n1 is what we're solving for. n1, n2 is 1. Oops. So then n1 is the sine of 49.6 degrees over the sine of 30 degrees, which, when we run this through our calculator, n1 is 1.523. So the index of refraction of our prism is 1.523. Checking the solution here. Okay, so they've used mu as index, which is fine. You can use whatever you want to call it. Solving for angles. So that's just the summed angle there, 49.6. And they called sine 1/2 sine of 30 1/2, which is fine. That is what that's equal. And so this is split out a little bit, but still we get 1.523. So it's exactly the same. So solution is correct. All right.